Hello! So I made it to my final destination for the next 6 months. I will be living in Washington State. I got a seasonal job working in the forest, and I am so excited to just be, really working in an environment that not only actually does good for the earth and for what I care about, but also is good for my body. I'll be spending my days walking and moving around, and coming from a desk job for a year and a half, I'm so excited. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. I am here and I feel so grateful. My time here has already been so fruitful and so amazing and so wholesome. Oh my God, when I tell you all of my manifestations are coming to fruition before my eyes, it feels insane. It feels insane. In my manifestation journal, I wrote things like drum circles and dancing and ceremony and deep conversations with pretty much everyone I come into contact with, and that's what I've had. At my job, I have a team of 2 guys and me, and I did not expect to get so deep with them so quickly. And yeah, I just feel so deeply thankful to be here. So much gratitude is in my heart. I definitely feel like I'm overflowing. I am overflowing, and I want to share this magical energy with you all. As you saw at the end of the last video, I am in a pink room. And sometimes I feel like someone's playing a joke on me. Do you ever get that feeling? Because it's happening to me a lot lately, and I don't know if I'm liking it. Because I got to the Airbnb and the room is pink. It's like really pink. And I'm not a huge fan of that. So I am gonna try and revamp the room. We're gonna try and figure out a way to make it look nice, and I will take you along for the ride. But other than the pink room, the place that I'm staying at is so gorgeous. Going for a little walk because I didn't get much exercise today. I basically spent the entire day just working on my computer and reading some literature. Me and my friends are actually working on something really cool to support India through this really hard time. We're doing like a full week of yoga, cooking, and meditation classes. I will give you all more details once they come to fruition. I just walked up a hill. That was the hill I just walked up. It was worse than it looks. Oh, yeah. Excited to try this. Oh my god. This is really good. Trader Joe's just does it right. But yeah, I figured I would just take you along for the ride in my new life and still really getting adjusted and getting used to a workflow and trying to figure out how to be a human and do all the things. So we're gonna meal prep today. And right now I'm soaking some lentils and I'm about to drain some tofu. So let's go. From your childhood that you just love eating? For me, it's this. It's the weird, it's literally just onions, turmeric, salt, pepper, and oil. And I love eating it with bread. It's so good. It's supposed to go in my food though, instead of as an appetizer, so I should probably have some self-control. So good. In my younger years, I was really into diet culture, probably because of Thinspo on Tumblr, but I looked into, you know, high carb diets, low carb diets, and it's either always you have to have low carb or low fat. And I'm like, but those are literally two of my favorite things in the world. Like, this is literally carbs with fat. And I love it. Man, these past couple of weeks have been so amazing. Honestly, I've already made some really beautiful friends and really dove deep into my practice, and it's been really interesting just to see and witness myself coming home to me, coming home to these practices that I feel like I've forgotten, like practicing yoga asana every day and actually feeling good and really loving the practice. It's been a really long time that I just didn't want to practice. I would get on my mat and I would just start meditating every single time. And now the movement feels so good. It feels so freeing, you know? And I've also been meditating every day, which I'm just so proud of myself for digging myself out of the hole, you know, just like anything else in life. Our spiritual practices can also be that ebb and flow of, you know, the spiritual highs and the spiritual lows, and then the diligence, and then the letting go. And I'm glad to say that I am on the spiritual high right now, and it feels really good to be committed, to be really and fully committed. Something that the monk at the Buddhist temple said yesterday that really struck a chord with me was that don't say that you are going to do it tomorrow. You know, don't push it off, because once you have that momentum going in your practice of practicing every day and being diligent, and then it just takes one time, you know, it just takes that one time to say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'm really tired today, or I'll skip it. Because I find myself with anything and everything, I really go full force and I go really hard, and then I skip one day. And the skipping of the days really just starts that domino effect of not doing anything, of falling off the train and just completely giving up the practice altogether. And you know, I'm just praying and calling in strength to practice with diligence, practice with consistency, and keep this going long after I leave Washington, long after I leave the United States. You know, I just want this to be my life. I am someone who practices every single day. I am this person that shares with all of you. I am this person that roots so deeply into my spiritual practice, into my meditation, my yoga asana, my journaling, my yoga jhana of wisdom and study, self-reflection. This is not just something that I do, it's really who I am. And I'm coming home to myself for the first time in what feels like a long time. And it feels really, really good. And it's so funny that it takes me like getting away from everyone to do this. You know, like I wish I had a stronger resolve that I didn't need to, you know, completely isolate myself from the people that I know and love in order to do this. Like, I need to be strong. I'm calling in that strength.